Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask Hat on, suit on, looking like the Capadon, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in its cuffs. Now tell me, who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the moment, y'all. Y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. I have something, and it so describes how I was living. It so captures the feelings that I had about beginning on the pathway of my dreams. It so describes how I felt when I was about to attempt something. And I have some striking news for you. It describes often how I feel still today to a degree. So let me tell you what that is. Here's an analogy that I've heard a couple of different ways, but I've kind of, fixed it around to where I can drink it better. And I think it fits my personality to describe it to people best this way. I've talked often about the urgency of doing something with your life, of getting started today, of stopping the procrastination and putting it off and waiting on all your ducks to line up in a row and waiting until the stars align themselves. If you're waiting on such a thing, you're never going to get started. I don't know too many people who can say that all the ducks just lined up in a row. Things happen. Even when you get them lined up, one of the ducks get out of line or somebody knock over the dominoes, something happens. But here's the point I'm getting at. God has so many blessings available to you who's listening. God has so many blessings available to you from where you are right now. I don't care what you've gotten yourself into or what you've done. God has so many blessings that he can send your way, but you have to do something. See, a lot of people just sit around and go, man, something always happening to you. You always getting a break. You always doing this. You always doing, man, don't nothing come my way. Listen to me. If nothing ever comes your way, you know why that is? It's because you're not doing anything. I promise you, you're not. Here's the deal. God has all these blessings he wants to send you, but you got to give him something to work with now. Come on. God will bless you. God can touch people's hearts on your behalf. He can move situations around for you. He can align the stars. He can set the ducks up in a row. But align the stars and move people around and touch people's hearts and set the ducks up in a row for what? Have you put forth any effort? Have you made a single step in any direction to do the right thing or go the right way that gives him something to put his finger on? Come on, man. God can only bless you according to your faith. If you have a little bit of faith, give him that. Let him work with that. You know, man, I didn't always start with these speeches you hear in the morning now. I ain't always had these. I grew to these. I stumbled my way to these. I messed up my way to these here. I got it wrong so many times to be able to sound like I got some sense. I've said it often. Failure is a wonderful teacher. Do you know how many times I have had to have failed to have what I have in my head today? I'm telling you, man, it's a process. People get mad at the process. You got to do something to give God something to work with. He'll bless you, but what you want me to bless if you ain't putting forth any effort? You can get blessed from wherever you are in your life, wherever your starting point is, wherever you find yourself wound up. You can get it back from there. I've done it. Man, by the grace of God, I done it. I got over, man. I learned some things along the way. Because here's the deal. As long as God keeps waking you up in the morning, he ain't through with you yet. When he's done, you're done. But if God still has a plan for you, you wake up in the morning. He still got some more work for you to do, you wake up in the morning. So if you keep waking up, man, it's something that God wants from you, would love to have from you. And he can work with you, man, if you just walk towards him a little bit. Here's the deal. I know it's hard for the average person to start because the fear of the unknown is incredible. What if I fail? What if I don't get picked? You know, one of the hardest things I ever did was walking in to quit my job. Oh, man, let me tell you about that day when I decided that I was going to be a full-time comedian after winning an amateur night one time. Quitting your job, following your dream, going for it, despite all the naysayers, it's like stepping off a cliff. It's like actually just walking off the edge of a cliff, hoping now, not really knowing, but hoping. Hoping is the bare basis of faith. I stepped off that cliff hoping that my parachute would open and allow me to drift down. See, I've never skydived before, but I would imagine part of the thrill, and I don't know this because I'm not going to skydive to find out. I think part of the thrill for people is the danger part of throwing yourself out of a plane and how it feels to be free falling. But the whole time they're free falling, having this exhilarating over the top moment, you have got to believe in your heart of hearts. You have got to hope with everything in you that when you pull this cord, the chute opens, or else this ain't a good move at all. But you've packed your chute yourself. You've taken the lessons, so you go ahead and you make the leap. Now, the only thing about quitting your job and following your dream is you ain't really been trained all that good for this. You done packed your chute, but you ain't never opened it before. So I walked off this cliff. That's what it was like. And you following your dream is like you walking off a cliff. Here's the part where people don't never make the jump. They see somebody like myself who jumped off the cliff and the parachute don't open right away. And I hit a couple rocks on the way down. I got my back cut up pretty bad. They see that. 3 years living in a car, man, he got his life toe down jumping off that cliff. I ain't jumping off that cliff. But see, what you don't understand is you don't know it, but eventually the chute will open. And I'm at the parachute opening part of my life, man, where the chute didn't open and I'm drifting. And I'm able to guide my chute over to Paris and glide. I've glided over to Africa and seen what it looked like. It's a slow ride down when the parachute finally opened. And my back didn't heal too. And the cuts that I had on me, I remember now I know how to stay away from the edge. But the parachute done opened. And I'm enjoying my life for the first time. I'm gliding, but I got hit up against a rock. I can see more. I get a chance to see more things. I get to glide and see more parts of the world. I'm living my dream. Your parachute is going to open, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. It'll never open if you don't step off that cliff. You got to step off that cliff. God will get the parachute open for you, but you got to jump, baby. That's the hard part, ain't it? Now, the question is, the end of this story right here today, when you jumping?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Yep. My mama used to say that to me going out the door to school every morning. Be glad you're alive. Of course, at 12 years old, it didn't mean that much to me. But at 68, it clicks. Lord, it clicks. I'm so glad to be alive. I don't know what to do. Boy, talk about rejoice and be glad in it. You can't be no more happier than me to be here today. And I got a couple of sick people on the show that can bear witness to that. Yeah. No, that's for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Junior, and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Junior.
Yeah.
What's on your mind today, man?
You know, I just gotta ask you, man, how much of your life do you just want to put down? If you could just have your life, just some stuff you don't want to deal with no more. Just something you say, you know what? If I could just do it without this part, does that ever cross your mind?
Yeah. You know what I wish there was no more of?
What's that?
Social media. You know the other thing I wish there was no more of?
I'm not mad at that at all. Yeah.
Phone cameras.
Yeah.
If we could just get back to when they wrote stories about us and put it in the newspaper.
Take us back.
I remember when being on the cover of People magazine meant something. Yeah. I'm on Ebony Jet. Yeah, that's when it meant something, man. Lord have mercy. Don't mean nothing no more. Yeah, if they could just do that, put all that back.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to hurt y'all feelings.
What? See?
I wish they ain't have cell phones no more.
Ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
So we could go to the payphone.
Boy, that was my thing.
Payphones. Y'all remember being in the house and somebody
with that
called,
cord
you
that
click
go all the
over,
way across the street.
and that cord.
Boy, my brother gave my mama a 50-foot phone cord from Radio Shack for Christmas. Changed her life. Boy, my mama could pull that phone out on the front porch and talk. Couldn't tell my mama nothing.
Right.
But we had a sycamore tree in the front of the house. And during the getting close to the fall, caterpillars would come out on it. And man, my mama couldn't stand worms. She was scared to death.
Oh,
My father had to spray. He had to cut limbs back. Yeah, finally she just said, I don't want the tree out there no more.
Oh, yeah.
She said, well, Bill, that tree is on city property. She say, Slick, you know how much illegal stuff you done? Now, the tree was so big, you couldn't put your arms around it. That's how big this tree was.
Wow.
Like 2 grown men would have to get around it to lock hands. That's how thick the bark was. My dad had to cut the tree down. It took 4 weeks.
Wow. All right. Coming up next, it is Run That Prank Back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Can I claim your kid? Let's go, cat dog. Let's go.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Devin.
Devin.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Devin, how you doing, man? My name is Curtis, man. Curtis. I was trying to reach out to you. Your son, he plays basketball with my nephew, man. Your son is the one that's on the Blazers Little League basketball team, right?
Yeah, he plays for the Blazers. Everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay with my boy?
Yeah. Everything good, man. You know, they got a game Saturday and everything. I seen you a couple of times, man, at the game. I don't know if you remember me, man. Light-skinned brother, about 6 foot.
Yeah, I probably met you. You know, I'd be so intense with the games, but yeah, what's going on?
Well, actually, man, I wanted to holler at you about your son, man. Are you working right now? Are you currently working?
Am I working? Like, yeah, I am working actually. I mean,
you have a steady job, is what I'm asking.
I mean, yeah. What you getting at though? Like, you know, I thought you was calling about the basketball team, like uniforms. I know we got a game Saturday. You know, sometimes they want a donation for sneakers and all that. Like, you know. No.
What I was asking, so I mean, you got a regular 9-to-5 job you go to all the time?
Yeah, I got a 9-to-5. I mean, things is kind of crazy, but hours is kind of short. But you know, I still work. I mean, what's going on? You need a job or something?
No. I'm just checking, man. See, what I wanted to get at you about, man, is seeing, are you gonna claim your son on your income tax this year?
Hold on, bro. Now, you said, am I going to claim my son on my taxes this year?
Right. I mean, like, you know, as a dependent.
Bro, you asking some real personal questions now. You know, like, you the guy that, you just said you know me from the basketball team that my son play on, Blazers, you know, and now you done jumped from the Blazers to do I claim my son on my taxes and do I have a steady income? I mean, like, you know, yeah, I got a steady income and I'm claiming my son. I mean, what you trying to get at, bro?
Well, see, man, what I was thinking, you know, I just wanted to read. You seem like a cool dude when I saw you at the gym, man. What I was going to ask you, bro, is, you know, see, right now, man, when I get through with my taxes and stuff, I'm going to have to owe about $800. But now I see if I claim a child as my dependent, man, they going to give me about $2,300. You see what I'm saying? And what I wanted to get at you about, man, is, you know, you let me claim as my son, you know, so I can go and get this good money.
Hold up, bro. Bro, I mean, with all due respect, bro, you talking about you want to claim my son on taxes. Hold on, bro. I don't even know you. You know, you're talking about you seen me at my son's basketball game. You might be the police for all I know, bro. You sound like the police.
No. It ain't nobody gonna come at you sideways like that, man. I ain't trying to come like what I'm trying to say, man. Dawg, they trying to hit me off for this $800. Well, see, I can get $2,300, man. I'll kick you down $250. You understand what I'm saying, man? Everybody cool.
$250? You crazy? Now you sound like a joke, bro. Because now you're insulting me. You telling me you want to claim my child for some where you owe money. I don't even know you, fool. So I can make $250. Bro, I ain't trying to be on no bro, but when I claim my kids, I'm getting the same exact price you getting. I'm getting $2,300 too. So what the I look like taking $200 from I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I'm the one stuck over here paying the $800, man. I'm just asking you to look out for a brother, man. You say, yeah.
Look out. You know, my check been cut from 40 hours a week to 13 hours a week, and I still got these little asking me for Jordan. Michael Jordan ain't never put a dime.
That's why I'm trying to hook you up with $250, man. You don't even see a good thing when it's coming at you, bro.
Bruh, I don't know what you talking about, bro. No, $250, bro. When I claim these two little I'm getting $2,300 a piece, bro. What you think I'm gonna take $250 from you for? I don't even know you like that.
So, man, you ain't got a trip, man.
I understand if you was my bro, you my peoples, you know, maybe we could do a little something. I can understand that. But, bro, you ain't gonna give me no $250 when I'm getting the same thing they offering you, $2,300. This government money, bro.
So what is I'm supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, Devin? Tell me that.
I I mean, bro. What you supposed to do is go have you a seed, claim that little every year, and you'll get what I get for these little that I'm feeding and clothing every day. That's what you're going to have to do. My hours done got cut from 40 to 15 hours a week. I had to go pick me up a little side hustle. You understand? You got to change your ways. You out here trying to get me locked up for a government scam.
All I'm trying to do, man, is get this 800 off my back, dog. That's all I'm trying. Man, ain't nobody trying to get no trouble, man.
Bro, you still talking about getting you 800 and getting me locked up. Now, you got me up. I'm out here working hard to support my kids, man.
Man, I ain't finna sit here and go through this with you no more, man. I ain't finna sit here and go through this with you no more. Is you gonna help me with this money or not?
Bro, I ain't helping you with bro.
I need...
When I see you on Saturday, bro, I'm gonna you up, bro. I promise you, bro.
I need your son's social security number right now. That's what I need.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. What you look like, bro? You said you was a light-skinned and you was going about 6 foot. Bro, when I see you, when I step in that gymnasium, bro, I'm on your bro.
You ain't on my, you ain't on
Blazers, gonna blaze them Lakers, bro.
You better bring that social security number.
Think it's a game. I'm gonna come find him.
Okay, cool. I got one more thing I need to say to you. Is you listening to me?
I don't even know why this is on my phone, bro. Why I'm even talking to this fool.
I got one more thing I need to say to you, man. Is you listening to me?
Say your last statement you want on your tombstone, bro.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked, baby.
Who is this?
This Nephew Tommy, man. What's up, Debbie?
What's up, fool? You got me out here going crazy,
Hey,
bro.
man, do you got a boy that you work with named?
Yeah, crazy.
Put me up to this, man.
Man, I'm a big when I get to work tomorrow, man.
Hey, one more thing, man. I gotta ask you. You gotta tell me, man, what is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, Steve Harvey Morning Show, brother.
That boy did that. Who that boy be doing?
Come on, King of Pranks.
Oh, that boy be doing it.
All right, thank you, Nephew. Coming up next, Ask the CLO, or Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On Friday, Sinners Are Coming from Oscar-nominated filmmaker Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther and Creed, comes a one-of-a-kind cinematic masterpiece. Audiences are calling Sinners pulse-pounding, sexy, and brilliant. Michael B. Jordan is at his best in this Avengers-level experience that needs to be seen on the biggest screen and in IMAX. Don't miss this genre-bending thrill ride that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Warner Brothers Pictures. Sinners arrives only in theaters Friday. That's this Friday. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent. Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we're going to recap the weekend's trending topics and the top news stories. That is all coming up at the top of the hour. We have a great show for you today, but right now it is time to ask the CLO, or Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This is from Teresa in Piscataway. Teresa writes, I'm friends with a woman that dated my husband 10 years ago. I don't have a problem with her, but he had a problem with me going to dinner with her. We had an argument over this woman. Is this an indication that he's hiding something?
No, it's an indication that why you all off with somebody he used to date. That can't lead to no good. You ain't got nobody else you could be friends with. And why is she so interested in being your friend is what you need to ask yourself. What's her motive? Let's go to if you don't think he finna come up as one of the subjects, you'd have lost your mind. Cause she tricky.
10 years ago though. This is still going on.
I don't care if it was 1969.
I know that's right. Being your friend, going to eat with you.
All this here for what? Man, girl, bye.
All right. So it doesn't mean he's hiding something though. That's what she's asking.
It don't mean what he, look, they broke up for a reason.
Okay.
And you got to wonder why this lady's so interested in being your friend. She know who your husband is.
Yeah. Okay.
Snake move.
Can't trust him.
Just gotta let stuff go. Okay. Moving on to Donovan in Jacksonville. Donovan writes, I'm married to an activist and we live in a mixed community with Republicans. My wife won't even speak to our neighbors that had Trump signs in their yards during the election. She calls me a sellout. How do I get her to be more neighborly?
Well, she need to relax. Trump is the president.
Yeah.
He's number 46. You can get unmad right now and just sit there and just let them deal with the ramifications. Because it's going to be some ramifications to deal with. You ain't got to be mad at them. I told you so.
Okay. He's 47.
All right, 47. Yeah.
He's 47. Yeah. Hey, but let me say this, man. Everybody that voted for Trump is not a bad person.
No.
It's a lot of misguided people out here. It's a lot of people that fell for the okie doke. It's a lot of people got bamboozled. It's a lot of people drank the Kool-Aid.
Yep.
It's some people out there really thought they was doing what was best for the country. The problem we had was we didn't give them alternative with Biden. And then Kamala got in the race too late. He had that stick in his hand. He was 3/4 of the way around the track.
Okay.
About to win the race, huh? Yeah.
Well,
you want it.
Yeah. So you're saying the wife just needs to chill and be a little more neighborly. Let it go, huh?
Man.
Yeah. He's in the
Lady.
White House now. Yeah. All right. Moving on to Corinne in Charlotte. Corinne writes, I have a 10-year-old son and so does my husband, both by previous marriages. We're going on a trip this summer and my husband's ex-wife wants us to take her 8-year-old son too. My husband doesn't want to. Should we invite him?
Well, I mean, it would be the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
It would be cool. He's just an 8-year-old boy. They all gonna get along and play. The 2 10-year-old sons, I got that ain't your son. I got that. He 8.
Why doesn't he want to take him though? The husband.
Because it ain't his son.
Yeah.
He probably let his daddy take him on the trip.
Hello. Now the mother is faced with the dilemma.
Yeah.
That's his ex. And you don't know if they was married or not. They just both have 10-year-old sons from previous relationships.
Previous marriages.
So
they were married.
Shirley, your job as CLO, let me tell you something.
I know my job, thank you.
Ma'am, is supposed to read the questions to me and then I answer.
You could do that. That's what we do every day.
Your segment is the strawberry letter.
Is it?
Yeah, that's your segment. And we let you say whatever you want to say. Here the problem, Shirley.
I was just trying to clarify something. Don't make this about me.
Okay, if you stay out of it, we could move on.
I don't have to stay out of it.
But can I move on? Can I move on?
Can I move on?
Can I live? Can I be great? Come on, let's go.
So here's the deal.
Yes.
The woman who has the 2 boys, the 8-year-old and the 10, she wants him to consider taking the 8-year-old because the 10-year-old is leaving the house and he going, I want to go with my brother.
Yes.
And then what she's going to be faced with is, no, he don't want you.
Yes.
Why? Because that ain't your daddy. Right. See, it's a lot that come with that.
That's all you wanted to get to.
Well, this is what the problem is should he take the boy or not?
Right. That's the issue. Yeah.
But the dilemma is he don't want to take him because that's not his son. And he's younger. You don't know if this is the boy that came out of the relationship that she cheated on him with, which is why they ain't together.
Where that come from?
Wow. And you think I don't need to be involved?
That's why you don't need to be involved because you don't know this.
So now
she cheated on her ex.
I believe you make up stuff.
The one she got a 10-year-old boy and an 8-year-old boy. It take 9 months to have a baby. So after the 10-year-old was born, it wasn't long before she was pregnant again. Whoa.
What they got to do with him taking this baby on this vacation?
Because it ain't my baby.
That's all it is.
Last one. We're moving on. Haley in Oxford says, I'm 29 and my husband is 40. He thinks he can cook better than me because it takes him longer. I use an air fryer and he loves the cast iron skillet. He loves my cooking, so why is it such a big deal how I prepare it? Is it because he's a lot older? You know I'm going to be involved in this.
29 and 40? Woo, that's only 11 years.
Stand on it, Shirley. Stand on it.
I don't understand how, I mean, what
She's
y'all
29.
arguing about?
She's 29 and uses an air fryer. He's 40 and uses a cast iron skillet.
Let me explain something to you. That air fryer do not taste as good as that cast iron skillet. I can tell you that right now.
But she says he loves her cooking.
Facts.
Yeah, he love you cook. What she wants is the title as the best cook in the family. Mm-hmm. He say he cook better, and he do, cause he don't use that air fryer.
I'm still on the age.
That's what it is.
Air fryer fried chicken different, y'all. It's different. It's different. I'm just telling you, it ain't the same.
Wow. Well. All right.
Less
Thank you, CLO.
cholesterol.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On a recent podcast, singer Johnny Gill, a friend to the show, we love Johnny Gill, revealed that Stevie Wonder beat him playing air hockey. Johnny Gill said that he, Stevie Wonder, Keith Sweat, and Gerald Levert were all playing air hockey, and they were no match for Stevie. He said, quote, that guy beat all three of us. He whipped our A's in air hockey. I'll never forget. I told Keith, I was like, yo, man, we can't tell nobody this, but I don't care what you say. That MF can see. Because he beat them all.
In air hockey.
In air hockey, yes.
And that's not an easy game to play.
How did he do that, Stevie Wonder?
Gotta feel it.
Stevie don't have a stick or a dog.
You always say that, Steve. Yup.
He be flying.
And he everywhere.
Yeah. He's always fly.
Yeah.
Cute
Maybe
story,
dressed
Johnny.
nice.
Wow.
Air hockey.
All right.
How'd that work?
I know. Who does the air hockey thing? And wow. And speaking of legendary singers, guys, we got to highlight the iconic R&B singers that are currently on tour. Okay, so there's the Queen's Four Legends tour with Miss Patti LaBelle,
Say it.
Shaka Khan,
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Gladys Knight, and
Yes, sir.
Stephanie Mills.
Come on.
All right.
Good Lord.
I'm taking my mama to that.
That's a singing tour right there.
Yeah, we talked about that not too long ago, the Queens. But Steve, okay. You got Patty, Shaka, Stephanie, and Gladys.
I mean, it doesn't get
I don't
any
even
more
know the
legendary
order.
than that.
It don't matter, really.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So do you open? Who is the lead? Who closes? Do you rotate like y'all did
Yeah.
with the Kings?
With the Kings,
Yeah.
yeah.
How does it? How would this play?
How would you line them up, Steve? How would you line them up?
First, let's get this understood. It ain't gonna start on time.
Oh, it's not?
Why? Why you say that?
No, there's a lot of hair, a lot of makeup.
And they look beautiful. They
But they are professionals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They are professionals.
Oh,
so
yeah.
everybody gonna be there. Everybody gonna do their time. You ain't gotta worry about nobody going long. They respectful. This is how they gonna go out.
Okay, yeah. This is what I want to hear, the lineup.
And bring them out, Steve. I want you.
They gonna bring Stephanie Mills is first.
Okay. That's my girl.
Stephanie gonna go out first.
Okay, I feel good all over.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, now here's a problem. You cannot go in terms of hits.
No.
Oh.
You can't rank them that way.
Because if you go hits, Gladys is last.
Okay. All right.
I think Gladys got more hits. The performer in all of them when they was in their prime, who you didn't want to see coming, was Patty.
Pat, when she
because there was no following her. Now Stephanie finna come out there and flat out blow, and Shaka Khan, she's still there. Shaka Khan is not a game.
No, zero game. Zero.
Shaka Khan has that voice that ain't them other notes.
Yes.
You better say
So currently, just for the flow, I would say Stephanie first.
Okay.
Just to make the show flow right. Then I would go Patty.
Woo!
Okay.
Intermission.
we need a break. The audience need a break.
After that, yeah.
Then you need Gladys. Then Shaka Khan.
Whoa.
Really?
Okay. All right. Stephanie, Patty, Gladys, Shaka. That's the way you would. Okay. All right. Okay. Bring out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, see, I can't do that, cuz.
Why?
I can't cuss, and that ain't gonna go right.
So the only way you can intro Patty, Shaka, Gladys, and Stephanie is to cuss to bring them out?
All the way through it. All the way through it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get on your blanket.
I cussed one time when I was bringing out the Clark sisters on Celebration of Gospel. Yeah, we had to cut the tape. Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're gospel singers. Yeah.
And they can sing. Lord.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. And it's not okay. And the Clark sisters is still dressing like gospel people supposed to dress. Yeah. Everybody else done
like
forgot.
Queens. They look like queens.
Like Marv and Sapp need to not go out there in that black T-shirt no more.
Close the doors.
Marv and Sapp, you need to get back to them 3-piece suits, though.
All right, now you know
Freddie Hammond don't need to be out there with that leather jacket on, with his hat on back, with baseball hat.
That's my dude.
He my dude too.
Fred, what up,
yeah,
Fred?
he can sing.
Y'all, all of them can blow, but y'all need to put your clothes back on.
Look,
suits and dress up. Yeah, Sunday clothes.
They all right. If you can just fix Kirk, we'll be fine.
Leave Kirk alone.
Yes.
No, Tommy. Kirk is the lead into all this mess. But you got to get them grown boys to back it back down and start dressing grown. You can't dress like you a little rapper or you 20. Y'all 60.
Oh, okay.
And they kings. They still kings.
Yeah, yeah.
No, dress your age. That's all I'm saying.
Not your shoe size, like Prince there. Okay. All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour.
Are we performing or are we picnicking? What we doing?
Picnicking? What?
I don't. Tommy has an idea on how to save Easter egg hunts for the kids this year. All right. We'll find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You've heard us talk about the benefits of Globe Life Insurance. Globe Life has been protecting families for generations. Globe Life is easy to buy with rates starting as low as $3.49 a month. There is no medical exam, just a simple application. Call Globe Life today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. Again, that's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com. All right, so Tommy, what do you have for us today? What is it today?
All right, I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think. All right, I think I got this Easter egg hunt situation. I think I got it figured out. Okay, I mean, we always focusing on the eggs that come from the chicken, but there's plenty of other eggs we can choose. We always give the chicken a hard time. The chicken takes so much of everything. All right, let the chicken rest a little bit. But y'all tell me what y'all think, because I done found out where we can get some other eggs. Now, the only problem is what we don't want is if these eggs hatch on Easter, okay? Now, y'all tell me what y'all think. I done found out who got eggs. Alligators got eggs. We can get some alligator eggs and paint them.
Oh, no. Oh, it's a bad idea. I know. This is a bad idea.
We can't get no alligator eggs?
How you gonna get them?
Because his dad.
Alligator nest. Go ahead.
All right, alligator, that's out. Y'all don't want to do that. Okay, how about some snake eggs? They got some snake eggs.
No, I'm out. No.
Snake egg?
No.
All we talking about is some little snake eggs. We gonna paint them up for the kids.
We put them out there for them to hunt. And then we'll just turn them back loose. We'll turn them back loose into the wild. We just need them for a day, y'all.
Yep. Then one of them snake eggs hatch and bite one of them babies no matter what.
Thank you. Thank you.
Baby just over there in the bushes just shaking.
Now we got to go to the hospital to get them.
It is an Easter egg hunt. It is a hunt. So, hey, you might get hunted. All right, let's keep going.
No.
Now, this is a good one. This is a good one. Y'all already know. We've seen documentaries on these. Them penguin eggs. Them eggs. Now, we get some penguin eggs and paint them penguin eggs. Now, that's nice for kids to find a nice penguin egg. What?
Go ahead, Junior.
What, Junior? They stay where, cold at. They don't come out here and have a heat stroke. Mess around down here in Georgia. The whole penguin just on his side.
Junior, you ain't going to be able to go get the penguin.
Why is you worried about the cold part?
Because he got to go there and get that egg.
Oh. Can't you penguin?
All right. Speak your truth, Junior.
All right. Penguin egg might not work. How about let's get these big eggs then? How about them ostrich eggs? Them big ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Where you going to hide them?
Yeah, they're bigger than the kids.
You been to the zoo?
No, I got a better question. Does he think?
What?
He thinks he does.
No, I can't believe we gave him a segment.
These is good eggs that people are not using. What is wrong with y'all? This is good egg stuff. Okay, I got 3 eggs left. I got turkey eggs, I got turtle eggs, and I got lizard eggs. Now, which one of y'all want?
None of the above. What else you got?
You cannot go get your family with these turtle eggs. You cannot go get your people. You cannot
All we need to have a whole Easter egg hunt, Tommy, if you get 1 can of fish eggs.
We
can't find none of these eggs. They're so small.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, Sister O'Dell is in the building right after this.
You already know what it is, man. It's your man Chico Bean, and you are now listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, she is here.
Looking for me, I'm here. Ain't no need of looking for me, cause I'm here. Ooh, Lord, I don't feel good this morning. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning, Sister O'Dell.
Good morning, Sister O'Dell.
I'm here to aggravate that truck driver that called in and said he didn't want to hear me no more.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
okay.
You just stay on the road. That's what you do.
Well, we want to hear you, Sister O'Dell.
Pray for your safety. Here I am praying for all these truck driver safeties out here, and he in here just hating. Man, because he ain't got no segment on no show. Just drive
what
the
it
truck.
is.
That's all it is. Hater.
Well, Sister O'Dell, before we do run out of time, good morning, first of all. And, Easter is this Sunday, Resurrection Day.
Resurrection of the Lord.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Third day the stone roll away. Help!
Glory, as you always say. So we know how you feel about this particular holiday. Have you been working with the kids this year, Sister Odell? Are they ready for their Easter
with the
speeches?
kids, Shirley. I've been quit working with the kids.
Oh,
ain't nothing worse than a little stupid baby with a short speech and don't know it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Are you ready for the kids' Easter speeches?
I'm so sick of that. Work with your children. Get them to know their speeches,
Mm-hmm. You don't like it? You're not happy with them?
We give the kids these speeches during Black History Month.
Yes,
It's April.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Know your speech.
Parents are busy. It's hard to try to sit the kids down and memorize the Easter speeches. So
Listen,
when they come,
I gives out the Easter speeches, Carly, based on the intellectual of the kids.
okay.
What of the kids?
The what?
The intellectual, the smart features. If I know your baby's stupid, then I shout his speech.
So what? Give us an example of one of the speeches.
I just gave little Cornelius Jr.
CJ. Mm-hmm.
I gave him a speech because I know the boy's stupid. All he had to do was say Jesus wept. We was in there for 5 minutes because Jesus wept. Say it. 2 words. Get off.
But maybe because you were yelling at him, Sister
Yeah,
Odell.
you can't yell at the baby.
Listen to me. If I say, ladies and gentlemen, our next speech is Lil Cornelius Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
And he walk up there And then he started looking in the sky for 2 words. Say your speech.
Now, are you going to have the kids, are they going to participate in the Easter program with singing?
Listen to me. Ain't no
you're
more
not gonna
singing.
do the
We're not going
songs?
to do that. We're not doing the play.
You canceled the Easter play?
All that.
Well, let me say this, Sister O'Dell. You know, more people come to church on Easter. So what about the ushers? Are the ushers prepared to handle, the overflow and all the people?
The ushers ain't ever prepared for the new influx. Let me go back to this play.
Okay.
The reason we canceled the play.
Okay.
Is because the stone that was at Christ's grave.
Yes, ma'am.
It's still in the pulpit from last year.
They didn't roll it away.
Because stupid Deacon Purnell owns a construction company and bought a real stone in there. Now can't nobody roll it away. And then he lost his company, so the bulldozer that brought it in and messed up the whole front of the church, he lost the company. Now we can't get the stone out of there.
Wow. So
now we done all kinds of plays based around that stone. We did a pilgrim play. We brought in little 4 white Girl Scouts and had them play like they was Amish people. Pilgrim Rock.
So Easter just is going to be a disaster this Sunday.
We're not letting nobody bring in no more props or nothing.
The set is over.
One time at my church, they brought in a donkey.
Yeah.
We bought a donkey in one year too. We went to the Amish community and got that.
What is it with you and the Amish?
You can do Amish jokes because they not listening to the radio, so they can't see.
Coming up next is the nephew in today's prank phone call. Right after this.
Amish.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is the child won't understand. Okay, we'll get into it. We'll get into it, find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got for us?
What I got. Let me first say thank you everybody that came out and hung out with me last night at Brea. The Brea Improv had a good time, an amazing time. Los Angeles. I'm still in LA, and I don't really.
But you came to work.
Yet.
Yeah,
still in LA, and I came to work. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Speechless.
All right. Make sure y'all write that down. Tommy came to work on
Hey,
Monday.
you're supposed to be here.
Yeah, we're not giving you a prize or a bonus because you're here.
No, I can't get love.
Out of here with that.
All right. Next week, this week right here, I don't know. This iffy. We got Easter, and I'm in Duval at the Florida Theater. So this Saturday night, it's Duval at the Florida Theater in the evening with Nephew Tommy. That'd be me. All right, y'all be ready because the nephew is coming to Duval. Let's go. This right here is workers' comp. Workers' comp. You on workers' comp, but I'm finding out you're supposed to be hurt, but you at home having sex. Run this tape, cat dog. Run this tape. No. Run it.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Vincent, please.
Who's calling?
My name is Ed from the Human Resources.
Oh, yeah, that's me. What's up?
Well, Vincent, wanted to, first of all, check on you. We know you're got injured here at the job. How are you doing so far?
Yeah, man, I'm making it, man. Everything's cool, and I don't know how long. The therapy's going pretty good though, but I'm all right. I'm all right.
Therapy's going pretty well.
Yeah, they say I'm doing all right. The pain level is about maybe a 6 still, but it's getting better though.
Okay. Listen, have you been getting your check on time?
Yeah, I've been getting it, man, and I appreciate it because it really helps, man, because, I ain't able to work right now. They said it's going to be a little while, so I appreciate that. Y'all the one to send in the check?
Yes, sir. We all the ones getting the checks out and want to make sure that that's definitely getting there. So you're good on that, huh?
It's good. It's all good, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Thank y'all for checking on me.
we've got a bit of a problem that we wanted to check on. Now, you haven't been doing any strenuous work. No. I ain't been working at all, man. I just been taking it easy. I can't do nothing really right now, and they told me not to do nothing. All right. Now, you do know the rules are that you're not supposed to do anything to jeopardize your back, correct?
Yeah. I'm straight. I ain't been doing nothing, man.
Okay. Well, let me say this to you. We do have some surveillance cameras that are showing us that you've been doing some strenuous work.
I ain't even been going nowhere. Talking about surveillance cameras, I don't even hardly go nowhere.
Well, the strenuous work that you're doing is actually at home.
At home. I'll be inside. I don't do nothing outside. I don't even barbecue, man. What you talking about? Strenuous work.
Okay. Have you, Vincent? Have you been having sex at home?
What kind of question? Who is this? Is this the supervisor or something? What kind of? Let me talk to the supervisor. That ain't your business.
I'm with Human Resources.
I don't give man, excuse me, dog, but I don't mean disrespect you. Just because you paying me, looking out for me, and don't mean you can call me and just say any kind of like that, man. Have you been having sex? What kind of question?
Vincent, are you having sex at home?
Say, that ain't none of your business, dog. Have I been having sex or not?
Okay.
Wait, what kind of man? Sir, let me talk. Who your supervisor, man?
Sir, I'm the supervisor here at Human Resources. It's been brought to my attention, and we actually have you on surveillance. You've been having sex. Now,
only way you can. I know there better not be no cameras in my house. I know that much. And who authorized some like that anyhow? Surveillance for me.
You're not supposed to be having sex if your back is hurting. Okay.
Man, you have man. You better not have no camera in my house. What you talking about? You been surveilling me having sex? That's a lie.
Sir.
What's your name? What's your name, man?
I'm Ed, sir. My name is Ed.
Ed who? Ed? Because I'm trying to be nice, but you pissing me off, Ed. This is Ed who?
Sir. Here it is. If we find out, I'm giving you a warning.
No, Ed, I don't need no I'm giving you a warning. You let me find a camera in my house telling me I can't have no sex. And all that.
Not have sex if that is strenuous work, and you're putting it on your back, and we're paying you. We're paying you.
About what you paying me or what you ain't paying me. You gonna call my phone, tell me talking about you got a surveillance camera in my house? That's Ed.
Okay, well, sir, Vincent, let me say this to you. No more sex.
You don't need to say nothing to me, but your last name and your supervisor name. That's what you need to do.
My name is Ed. Okay, and you don't need to worry who the supervisor is. You need to make sure that there's no more sex going on until your back is healed.
Look, you gonna have me to cuss your out and hang up on your man. I don't have time for this, man. Just because that's what y'all do. Because y'all doing for people, y'all think y'all can do illegal and talk to people crazy, man. When y'all helping them, I don't appreciate that at all, man. This is I don't know who y'all think y'all is down there. Y'all do something for the I think y'all can just call them and say anything. That's man, I don't like that. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but you got me heated right now, man. And there better not be no cameras in my house. Do you understand that?
I'm going to tell you once and one time only. No more sex whatsoever, okay?
What you talking about? I'm sorry, man. Because I tell you one thing. You think you giving us some money? Now, I'm going to sue y'all if I catch a camera up in my house, and you ain't going to have to never pay me no more. You're going to pay me one big check, but I'm suing the out of y'all. Now, you understand that?
I understand. I need you to understand one more thing. Are you listening to me?
Man, you go ahead, man. Y'all got me easy, man. This and after this here, don't even call me no more. I'm telling you, because this is ridiculous.
Okay. Are you familiar with Leonard?
Man, familiar with what?
Leonard. Do you know Leonard, your coworker Leonard?
Yeah, what about him?
Leonard got me to prank phone call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Vincent, buddy, you been pranked.
Man, get the out of here. Man, y'all about to have me to... Ooh, Lord, talk about my check and man. No, man, what's up, man? This is... Y'all had me going out, man. Y'all had me heated. Man, I'm gonna kick his... Let me call that... Is he on the phone?
No, he ain't on the phone, man.
Ooh, I'm sweating like a... Oh, so I'm still getting my check then. That's what that means. Y'all had me heated, boy. I thought y'all gonna take my... What's up, man? Nice to hear from y'all, man.
Yeah,
y'all got me, though, man. Y'all got me.
I got one more question, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Of course, no doubt, man. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Always will be, especially y'all done got me like this here.
And there you have it. Come on.
Play too much. You play too much.
Somebody got to do it.
You are the king of pranks, though. I'll give you that.
See, y'all don't never get on this level of stupidity. Y'all don't ever understand.
No,
I try to
we
teach
can't.
Y'all.
We can't.
I try to teach y'all. Listen.
You
I
got
got a
it.
cousin way. I got a cousin way more stupid than me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know.
Is that
possible?
I'm getting paid for my stupidity, but he do stupid stuff, have me just in awe. I be like, God, dog, I'd have never thought of that. Ever. Listen.
I find that so hard to believe.
My cousin rented a car. A car, but he rented a car that he already has the same car.
People do that. They like
the tires off the one that he rented and put it on heels and switched them out because the tires were better on the car that he rented, and that's the reason why he rented. And then took it back to the rental car place.
They ain't even saying that.
They don't know. They don't know. They got the raggedy tires.
That's actually kind of genius when you think about it.
It is, and it's stupid genius. You know what I mean? I'm like.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter, subject the child won't understand. We'll get into that right after this. You've heard us talk about the benefits of Globe Life Insurance. Globe Life has been protecting families for generations. Globe Life is easy to buy with rates starting as low as $3.49 a month. There is no medical exam, just a simple application. Call Globe Life today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. Again, that's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Right now. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, the child won't understand this. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 34-year-old single mother. I have had the same best friend for 20 years, and she is my daughter's godmother. My daughter's father died when she was 2 years old, and my best friend said she would always be there for my child. Well, she has not kept her promise. My daughter is 7 years old now, and she has a spicy personality and behavioral problems. She acts out when she's upset, and she has a problem with being disrespectful to adults. I've tried everything to discipline her, but nothing has worked. This past Saturday, her godmother took her to a birthday party for me so I could rest and nurse a cold. Within 30 minutes of leaving, my child walked back in, yelled at the top of her lungs at her godmother. The godmother said that as soon as she got to the party, this child of mine insulted the birthday girl and told her that her hair was a mess. Her party decorations were terrible and her house was stinky. My best friend said she was so embarrassed. She dragged my daughter out of the party, kicking and screaming. I know my friend was very upset, but I thought as an adult she should have handled it. A few hours later, I called my best friend to see if she cooled off. She said she wasn't mad, but she is done with my daughter for good. She denounced her title as the godmother of my child.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know you could do that. She doesn't want my child to interfere with our friendship. I'm like, what? Who does that? I tried reasoning with her, but she kept saying that she's not changing her mind. It's going to devastate my child because she loves her godmother. So how will I tell my child that her godmother quit her? I'm so upset. Well, I mean, really, can you blame her, though? I mean, no one likes a bad butt child. Just no one likes bad babies type kids. No one likes them but their parents. Sorry, and you're her mom. So, I mean, truth be told, her godmother might come back if little goddaughter, is better behaved. But I just gotta ask, where is she getting this attitude? I mean, at 7 years old, what kind of little friends does she have? She's disrespectful, as she showed at the party. She's unruly. She's way too grown. She's just a bad little kid. I mean, what is wrong? Are you doing your part as mom?
You ain't say what I want you to say.
As her mother, okay. As her mother, I think you gotta know that this is more than what you call a spicy personality. I think you're overlooking this whole thing because she's your daughter. I think you just can't wait for the godmother to come over and discipline your child. The stuff that your godmother does every once in a while, every now and then, that's not going to stick. That's not going to stay with your child. It really isn't. And she could very well be through with your daughter because your daughter did act up. The question is, why is she doing all this? And if it's going to devastate your child so much because she loves her godmother, maybe, that would reel your daughter in and make her behave better. But I think the best thing to do is to get your daughter into some kind of therapy right away. I know people will disagree with me. Some are just going to say you should whoop her little behind.
Hello.
I know people are going to say that. But, I mean, she's only 7. She's only 7.
You ain't get your...
They beat me at 7.
At 4. Hell. I'm sorry.
But anyway, that's what I think about this because, she suffered major loss. I mean, even though she was only 2 years old, you're a single mom. There is no man in the home. She could just be acting out. So get her into some therapy. Okay, Steve?
Please. Please, okay. Uncle Steve.
Oh, I thought you had more. Oh, okay. Okay. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We're ready.
You're a 34-year-old single mother. You got this best friend you done had for 20 years. She's your daughter's godmother. That's a given title. That's just, when you somebody godmother, godfather, that's just a title. You ain't really supposed to do nothing. Not really. Not really. Really, dog. This is just, you don't really supposed to do nothing. It's just, that's your godmother, that's your god cousin, that's your god brother. Yeah. You ain't really supposed to do nothing. All right. She said her father died when she was 2, and your best friend said she'd always be there for your child. Everybody say that. Don't nobody mean that.
Oh, God.
Let's just don't be real. Who mean that? I'll always be there for your child. That means I'll always know them. Her name Brenda? Yes, Brenda. Bashikwa? Yes, Bashikwa. Well, she has not kept her promise. My daughter is 7 years old now. She has a spicy personality and behavioral problems. Pump your brakes right there. 7-year-old with a spicy personality and behavioral problems. You know what that means? This little heifer crazy. 7-year-old little heifer crazy. No, I ain't no Steve nothing. She acts out when she's upset, and here go the big one. She got a problem with being disrespectful to adults. You know why? Because she's been allowed.
Hello.
Now, when I come back, here come the truth.
All right. All right, we're going to have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject of today's Strawberry Letter, the child won't understand this. We'll be back right after this.
Bless up, it's DJ Khaled.
Hey, what up? This your boy Chris Brown.
Hey, this is Keisha Cole.
God's people, this is Kirk Franklin.
Hey, this is John Legend, and you're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There's a recent ZipRecruiter survey that says 76% of all employers plan to hire for 2025 this year. And if you're hiring, add ZipRecruiter's latest feature, Zip Intro, to your plan. It's easy. You just pick a time and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. That's ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Strawberry Letter subject, the child won't understand this.
Well,
what?
34-year-old lady got a friend, been their friend 20 years. Got a little girl. The little girl father died when she was 2. The lady that's been her friend is her godmother. We've discussed this. That don't mean nothing.
That title, that term.
That's just a throwaway line. That's like, hey, Happy New Year. Anybody give a how your year go? We just got this year ourselves.
You're so wrong.
Ain't nothing happy about it.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
It's just tradition.
Yeah, it's just tradition.
Don't nobody really care.
How are you today? I give it. No, I really don't want to know how you do today. I want you to say I'm fine. I don't want to hear about your problems. Godmother, Godfather, same thing. How you doing? How you feel today? We don't really want to know that. Now, she said she'd always be there for the little girl, and she ain't kept her promise. The little girl, 7 years old, she got a spicy personality and behavioral problems. That means this little heifer crazy. She acts out when she's upset. Okay. And she has a problem with being disrespectful to adults. And you know why she has a problem with being disrespectful to adults? Because she has been allowed to be disrespectful to adults and ain't been no consequence. I have tried everything to discipline her, but nothing has worked. Oh, no, you ain't. Oh, no, you ain't. Oh, you ain't did everything. If you did everything, you wouldn't be writing this letter. You've tried some things. You ain't done everything.
What has she tried, Steve?
Oh, time out. That ain't work. Told her she couldn't go outside. Don't nobody give it about that no more.
That's true.
So what?
That's true. Don't nobody go outside.
Go to your room. Hell, that's where my computer at. I'm good.
I'm cool, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get you nothing for Christmas, heifer. I got a whole year for you to change your mind.
Yeah.
I've tried everything, but nothing has worked. You ain't tried everything, but let's move on. Let's move on. This past Saturday, her godmother took her to a birthday party for me. Now, keep in mind who took her now.
Godmommy.
Her godmother. The throwaway title. Now, this ain't the mama took her. Her grandmother, her godmother took her. This party for me so I could rest and nurse her cold. 30 minutes after leaving, my child walked back in the house yelling at the top of her lungs at her godmother. You don't bring me back to this party. I just went to the party. How you gonna bring me back home, heifer? You don't bring me back home. I brought you back home because you can't drive. You back in this house because you don't know how to act. The godmother said as soon as she got to the party, this child of mine insulted the birthday girl, told her that her hair was a mess, her party decorations was terrible, and her house was stinking. We got to get this heifer out of here. See, the godmother said, I got to get this little ignorant heifer out this woman's house before she hear this and kill everybody in here. It wasn't the little girl she was concerned about. It was the little girl who mama threw the party that had invited your daughter over to the house that ain't bought a gift. You know why? Because she funky and she got a bad attitude. So she just over there insulting some people's house. So your best friend says she was so embarrassed she drug her daughter out the party kicking and screaming like she was supposed to. Because you know why? She the godmother. She ain't got to invest no more of her day in this little heifer. Your little girl crazy. I know my friend was very upset, but I thought as an adult she could have handled it better. Oh, you talking about handled it better to the little girl that's disrespectful to adults?
Right.
You thought she could have handled it better? I agree with you right there. I think she could have handled it better too. Think of what I'd have did as soon as she said something about the little girl messed up hair. I'd have messed her hair. Now you're both standing here with your hair all over your head. How you like that? And then I'd have said something about her dress. I'd have threw punch on her dress. Now everybody's outfit messed up. And and I'd have stuffed one of them balloons in her little ragged ass mouth because she keep running it. That's how I'd have handled it. Oh, we'd have stayed at the party because I'm not going to the party and don't get no cake. So we're not leaving this party right here. I'm going to get some cake. I like going to kids' party because kids' party have good cake.
I love
it. Yes, they do.
Because some of they have a little crazy writing on it, but it be red velvet on the inside. So I don't know why you think we finna leave this party about this cake. I'd have beat your daughter and bought her back. But see, you know why she don't beat your daughter? Because she just a godmother. Now, if she was the grandmother, she'd have brought your little baby back home with a couple wounds on her. But no, she brought this little crazy heifer back. A few hours later, I called my best friend to see if she'd cool off. She said she wasn't mad, but she's done with my daughter for good. I'm through. I don't want to be the godmother. Anyway, I ain't never want to be the godmother no way. But you said you'd be there for life. This far as I go, I ain't be there no more. I've been there for 7 years. I ain't finna be there no more. I'm just a godmother. I ain't finna be it no more. I will finish this letter when I come back because I got more to say. I got more to say. Go ahead, shit.
All right. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up, Steve has part 3 of the Strawberry Letter. The subject is the child won't understand this. And we'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
All right. So, Steve, back to the Strawberry Letter. This is part 3, by the way.
Part 3 of a letter of a 7-year-old that ain't got no home training, behavioral problems, a funky attitude. When her godmother
personality
went and picked her up to take her to a party for her sick friend. Got to the party. Now, her friend wasn't really sick. Her friend knew what was going to happen at the party and decided she wasn't going over to the party. Let me take somebody else to the party. Take this little crazy help and go over here and show out. And that's exactly what she did. Took a little crazy over there, insulted the girl's hair, talked about the decoration and everything. Now, I can't get no cake. Now, I done drove you way over here. Now, we back at the house. The little girl come in the house just cussing everybody out. Because, you know, when you got a nasty child that has spicy personality and behavioral problems, ain't they unattractive children? Ain't they though? I don't care how cute the baby is. Once they got a spicy personality and behavior problem, they're ugly little kids then. That's when you start finding something wrong with the kids. You look just like your daddy.
Yeah.
Sitting up here, you ugly. Sitting up in here, you look just like your grandmother. Care for her either. And she done took a little ugly out of the house insulting people like she cute. 7-year-old little heifer got behavioral problems and a spicy personality. You can beat spice out of a child. You can kick the spice right out of their...
Yeah, come on.
You ain't got to have behavioral problems. No, you be quiet, Shirley. You sit up here talking about go to therapy. I never went to therapy. I had a spicy personality and I had behavioral problems. All of it at the same time. Slick Harvey got rid of all of that. In 9 whoopings, I no longer had a spicy attitude.
No more spice at all.
And I didn't have no behavioral problems. Because my daddy, Slick Harvey, we ain't had no money for therapy. You're not going down there, laying on the white folk couch with no legal pad, sharing your problems. I'm going to beat you until you straighten your stupid up. Look at me now. Look at me. I had behavioral problems. My aunt, I stuttered. He beat me till I started stuttering. Now, said she's done with your daughter for good. She denounced her title as the godmother of my child. Because it ain't really no title. I ain't the godmother no more. They probably glad her little ugly gone. Now we can have some party.
God, we'll be back with more of the Harvey Morning Show.
This is Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Why do we have a radio show if we're going to do it right?
listen to yourself.
Nah, that's stupid.
Did you just hear yourself?
Stupid. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Say that, man.
Why do we have a
Say
radio
that.
show if we gonna be right?
Okay, that's more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
What up, though? It's your boy, Big Snoop Dogg.
You already know what time it is. Your boy, DC Young Fly. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, Steve, this one is from Selena in Midlothian. Selena says, I've been in and out of the hospital, and my husband hates hospital and doctors, so he dropped me off, and he stopped by a few times to visit, but he wouldn't stay long. My family members were there for me, and they questioned my husband's loyalty. My husband said they need to mind their business, and he won't discuss it. He does not care about my feelings about this. Am I supposed to let it go?
Well, you're probably not going to let it go. But I think as men, we have to be a little bit more considerate. Yeah. I know you don't like hospitals and you don't like doctors, but I'm pretty sure she don't like being in there. Mm-hmm. But when you love somebody, you got to support them.
That's right.
You know, and that's through sickness and in health, rich or for poor, all of that. Mm-hmm. You know, went down there a couple of times. You know, man, come on, dog.
And
you can do better than that.
Yeah.
Hey, you could do better than that, man. It's your girl. Mm-hmm. He don't want to discuss it. Man, there's some ignorant people in this world. Strange people. Ain't you glad you ain't got one of them? Lord.
Yes.
That part. Yes.
All right, we have time for another one. This one is from Tim in Pittsburgh. Tim says, I'm a policeman, and my girlfriend likes to shout it out when we're out. We were in line at a comedy club the other night, and she told the doorman that I'm a cop to see if we could skip the line. Then we sat next to a heckler, and she told the heckler that he better hush or I'm going to arrest him. The guy started talking crazy to her, and I had to defend her, which could have gotten out of hand. Even before sex, she likes me to keep my uniform pants on and remove them slowly. Is this woman fascinated with me or my job?
Your job.
Yeah.
Your job.
It's plain, isn't it?
Are they dating?
Yeah, this is his girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me explain something to you. You ever lose that job down at the police office?
It's over.
Officer.
Yeah.
They're done after that.
Yeah, she's fascinated with that, man. But you know, some women like the uniform, so
yeah,
you can use it to your advantage. But women, you have to be careful. Running your mouth, setting your man up for failure.
Yeah.
That is
because like he said, he got to say something to this dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, the guy was a heckler. She said something to the heckler, said, my boyfriend will arrest you. He's a cop. And then the heckler started talking crazy to her. That could have gone really wild.
Real crazy.
You've had a lot of experience with hecklers, huh?
Ready to fight.
Bruh, it's just, once they get that alcohol in it. Mm-hmm. I wrote something funny on the way to the club myself. Here it go.
Wow. What is that? But he paid his money to come and see you, though.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when they disrupt the show. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, now, sit down.
Yeah,
everyone has seen you. Shirley, what did your mom used to say?
Get somewhere and sit down, little girl. Everyone has seen you. Everyone has
Let me tell you something. Heckling me? Whoo! You want to be in the show now.
Okay.
I'm going to put you in it, but it ain't going to go like you thought it was going to go. You're going to want out this show real good, but I'm going to leave you in it.
All night. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That really is.
Don't let them be on a date. Oh, Lord.
Why? Oh, if they're heckling with their girl?
Oh, you got a date too? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she won't leave that tape.
Yeah, that's probably going to break y'all up, what I'm finna do.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Wow. You destroy him from the stage.
What? The worst heckler I had was a handicapped guy. Oh. He had them crutches with the braces on them, and boy, he was working me. And then he stood up and then he stood up and came to the edge of the stage, and I saw all that equipment. Boy, let me tell you something. That was the worst day of his life.
But wait, you didn't have any consideration for the fact that he was
not a
physically
drop.
challenged,
disabled.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact,
All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A 60-year-old man was arrested for sunbathing naked on a crowded Florida beach. There were families with kids all around, and numerous reports were made to the local police. When officers did arrive, police found him chilling in his chair under an umbrella, and he had sectioned off his area by lining up beer cans in the sand. He was arrested and charged with exposure of sexual organs. He was later released on $2,500 bond. There are such things as nude beaches. We all have heard about them. So here's a question. What would you have done? And have you guys ever been to a nude beach?
Yeah, I've been to one.
Yeah. You were naked?
Yeah.
Aguila has them. They have a beach you can go to. It's a nude beach and it's a clothing beach. And there's a wall that separates them, very short wall. So I sat right next to the wall. I was on a cruise ship way back in the day. And they went over there, and I said, yeah, I'm going to that. Went over there. But here's the thing I've discovered about people on the nude beach. Everybody that's on a nude beach need their clothes on. It was
so no
not
fine bodies over
one
there,
fine person over there. Not now.
I've
Who you know fine finna be next? Man, I sat by that wall. I was so disappointed. I said, look at these raggedy old
Don't know young people?
Dog. No.
But Tommy, he likes to be naked.
To be
and
naked.
All that. He talks about that all the time. Nudity. Would you?
But I'm sexy though. I mean, I can.
Coming up next, we'll play around of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Time for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather spend a day at a nude beach, or would you rather spend a day at a hot tub with 4 women in a hot tub?
Be up in there with Neo. Hey, man, what is Steve and Neo doing in there?
I'm gonna do the nude beach.
Champagne life. You gonna do the nude beach, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the nude beach.
Why? The whole day at a nude beach?
All day long. Nice tan and yeah.
You're gonna be looking
Junior?
crazy. Oh,
Y'all don't want to go with
I'm
me?
in the hot tub. No, I'm in the hot tub. Tommy going to the nude beach. You fit in. You gonna fit right on in.
Why you say that?
Because ain't nobody sexy over there. Oh, Steve just told you.
I just told
you. Gonna fit right in.
All right. Would you rather a house without air conditioning or a house without heat? No air or no heat?
Well, Junior, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, you
Sorry,
got to
Junior.
have some heat.
I have to have heat. I can't.
Okay.
Thank you, Tommy.
Steve?
Appreciate it.
No, I have to have a house with. I have to have the house with no air. We got to have heat.
Right. Exactly. Tommy?
Yeah, I'm
air or
with him.
heat?
I'm with him.
Okay.
I can't stand being cold.
Yeah, my room when I was a little boy was the attic. Me and my nephew L, we shared the room upstairs. We stayed in the attic.
So it was hot up there, huh?
As hell. That's when you learn stuff your parents. Be still. Listen to me. Any more still, and I'm in a coma. I'm as still as I can be. Why won't y'all give us a fan? You know, man, I was a little boy. I'd be going to Kmart with my mama. I'd be in the fan department just looking at them. I'd be trying to push the card over there so they could see one that had a fan for $6. I don't know why we couldn't get that's a fan. Why?
That's why you're rich today.
Fan, mama.
If I'm any more still, I'm in a coma.
The other day, last week, you said that your mother had you at 42. So your room was in the attic. So they didn't have a room for you. You weren't.
No. See, my sister and them had moved down on the first floor with all their kids. So then my mama and daddy had the room. And then my two brothers was in that room. And then me and Elle had the attic upstairs. See, that used to be my brother's room till they moved out. Then me and Elle went upstairs in the attic so we could be more grown up. But boy, it was that attic. God.
It was that.
It was hot. Ooh, Lord. Man, we had that little screen in the window, that little screen that was short. Laying by that window, no breeze.
Praying for a breeze. All right, that's today's round of Would You Rather, guys. Coming up next, it is our last break of the day. We'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You already know what it is, man. It's your man Chico Bean, and you are now listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
And Hyundai has over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
All right, guys, it is our last break of the day. And Steve, it's time for our closing remarks.
Hey, here it is today, you all. I want to encourage, but I want to remind you of something. You have an opportunity to make a decision that can alter the course of your life. You have an opportunity to make a decision that can alter the course of your life. Okay, Steve, what do you mean by that? I mean this, and this is just a true fact. If you change your thought process, if you change the way you look at things, if you take every negative spin and put a positive spin on it, if you start setting your dreams and goals, if you start praying, if you start confiding in God, if you form a relationship with your Creator, you have done the necessary things. You have made a decision that can alter the course of your life. All you have to do is believe that it's so. That simple thing is so difficult for the average person to even conceive for themselves. And why is that? I'll tell you why. Because the devil is brilliant. Because the devil uses all the tricks to persuade you to think the opposite way. His only job is to rob you of your destiny. And if he can make you think that what I just said is not possible for you, it is the beginning. But let's go back and look at it. If you look at all the success stories of most honest people, they will tell you at some point, I believed it, I wanted it, and I worked for it. But if you do not have the belief, we can stop right there. If you don't believe something is for you, if you don't believe in something you want or aspire to, we can stop right there. Now think about it. Have you given up on the belief system? Have you given up on believing in the things that you used to want for yourself? Because in the delaying of it happening, you perceive the delay as a denial. How many of you are guilty of that? Let's just have a real moment here now. How many of you have ever wanted something really badly and you wanted it at a particular time and it didn't happen? So you assumed because it was delayed, it was denied. How many of you have ever felt that way? I know I have. I know the majority of people have. But if that's the way you use your thought process, it proves that what I'm saying is true. Because the moment you change the way you think, you change everything. Because it's delayed doesn't mean it's denied. Because you don't believe something to be so, it's the very core of the possibility of it happen. And it gets down to the real basis of what faith is. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. I don't need a lot of faith to walk to the bathroom. I just don't. I just say, man, I got to go to the bathroom, and I get up and I walk over there. It doesn't require faith for me. But if I decide to set up a goal that to gain attention for my foundation or to gain attention to a cause, and I make the announcement on Facebook, Steve Harvey is going to walk from Atlanta, Georgia to Cleveland, Ohio, a lot of people going to get cameras out. We're going to go see this here. Because you know why? That ain't regular. That ain't nothing I've ever done before. That ain't nothing I can see. So that would require faith, wouldn't it? It would require faith for a person to say, I'm gonna go survive some inclement weather for 21 days, naked and afraid, or whatever. It requires some measure of faith. But if you watch that show, a lot of people don't make it because what they thought was going to be easy is never that easy. And then somewhere along that the majority of people don't make it on that show. But listen to me. Everything starts from the basis of your belief. Get back to believing. I believe that's going to be the best year of my life. I expect that. I am looking for it. I am watchful for it. I am paying close attention to everything I'm saying to God so far because I have claimed a victory for myself. If you've not done that, when stuff don't happen your way, who you mad at? You didn't put the belief out there. I'm telling you, y'all, why would you not try that? Why would you not give that a shot? It's a simple exercise in belief. It's a simple exercise in the law of attraction. It's a simple exercise in faith. But you've got to attempt it. Oh, that gonna work. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody really, really close to me. I've been begging them to come to me and sit down with a vision list. Because I tell everybody, and this person's really close to me, and they've yet to come and sit with me. But they keep wandering around aimlessly in their life. And I watch them time after time after time. Thing not go right. And they keep telling me about it. And all I said to them was come and sit with me with your vision list, your dream board. They still ain't made one. Well, maybe if they would start believing that system works, maybe they could change some things. Maybe they listening today. I hope so. I hope you heard it. Those are my closing remarks today. It starts with the belief, y'all. Get back to believing. Have a great day. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.